This is the Max Morning Show. As I said, a happy New Year to all of you. I am so excited. Saying in Naida Sutiase, the 2025. Mema, Yenyan Momutie or Max FM 89.7. And we phone na Akwaba, everybody Max Morning Show. Media just so Akosia Tichiwa. Girlie, hot. Girlie, sexy. Yenyan Momufi Catholic Church no Ababe Kasivi. Last year, 2024, yet it's in some performances also in the entertainment industry. We had a lot of performances. Saturday and Rapaholic, Beam Nation, yeah, in a day, Revival by Kweku Smoky Soul, Tadi. Medical, like Obiya any day, it was sort of like a homecoming. Obiya Konikum now how any day. But 30 December, I'm sorry. 30 December. I'm not for Nigerians when we JPSM, something that Ghanaians we can proudly own and say, oh, it is ours. This year, I mean, that was last year. Go back on social media to be everybody seems to be going to Nigeria. Dirty December. But knowing very well, Dirty December, Estati, Ewo Ghana. And then we say, what is happening? In fact, I don't have the answers to these questions. So, our beloved, maybe we should call him the originator of Dirty December. Or call 31st night. But for that, all my entertainment industry needs. Mr. Meister is in the studio with us. Happy New Year and welcome.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm happy to be here. Like you said, I was dragged out of my bed.
I know, right?
But I can't say no to you guys. Yeah,
thank
I love what you're doing, and
thank you.
Yeah, once you call me, I'll show up. Yeah.
I'll be calling you more often.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it because it's not easy, especially everything, the back and forth. Because you're a busy man, we know that.
I know.
So for coming here, yeah, that's a bit brave.
No problem.
So I'll go straight. Why are you allowing Nigerians to take 30 December from us? Why? What is happening?
I mean, I don't think I have that kind of control. It's an interesting phenomenon that is happening now.
Right.
I won't say it's a Ghanaian term. I think it was coined by me during a period. I'll tell you more about it. But it was coined by me.
Hey, the way you are calm about it was coined by
Popular.
It was coined by me. But so 30 December na yati was social media no. Pape and or Dubai. So let's start from there. How did it all start?
Okay, so naturally I'm a brand and marketing consultant. That's my job.
Okay.
That's a job that I do. And how many years ago was that? 2016?
Right.
That's how many years? Probably almost 9 years,
9
right?
years, so yeah.
I was working with Mr. Easy.
Mr. Easy.
Yeah, I was his manager, I was his brand consultant, I was his everything in the team, basically. And we also had a team of, so it was, because he was new to the scene, he was working with people he trusted.
Okay.
His friends, and also like people that, confidence, people that he could trust in, because it was the start of his career. But I was playing a lot of roles. I was his manager, I was helping him with ideas and all that. At that time, he was doing a series of concerts called Life is Easy. And also around that time, I'm sure you know in Tree, there's a phrase that people say that
oh yes.
Yeah.
Party.
And then in Pidgin we say we go dirty on ourselves, or we go dirty on our body. So every time it was a term I used to say when time we're going to chill or we're going to do a concert. I'm like, I go be dirty. We go dirty on ourselves. We go dirty on our body. Right. So it's a term that I used to use. And every time he goes on stage, we used to do these tours, Life is Easy tours, like all through the year. Every time he goes on stage and he finishes and he does a great job and he comes back, I'm like, you're dirty boy. And then we just, play around it. So around that time, he started calling himself the dirty boy. And it was just perfect in line with what we're doing. So now we decided that at the end of the year, to end the year, we'll end the year with big concerts. One in Abuja, one in Lagos, and one in Accra.
So technically 2 in Nigeria, 1 in Ghana.
Yeah, 2 in Nigeria, because Nigeria is very big. They're about 300 million or 200 million.
Bigger than us.
Yeah, way bigger. So it's always great to do some core touch points. So there was Abuja, there was Lagos, and then there was Accra. And then the theme of the show was Life is Easy concerts hashtag Dirty December. But because of the work I do, I coin a lot of these terms. Like I'm a marketer, so copywriting and all that.
And a very creative one, I must say.
I mean, I try. I'm sure you know Tidal Rave. I gave it the name Tidal Rave. Insomnia, or that all-night thing that they do at the cinema when I was working at Vodafone, I named it. So it's something that I do on a daily. So within that period, we called it Dirty December, but I wanted it to feel natural, feel authentically African. And you know how we say the word dirty? In our accent, we say dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, change the spelling so that it feels authentic. So it became Detty, December. Now, it was so like, because of the promo we're doing for the concerts, especially the Lagos one, it became such a big deal that everyone in that period was saying, it's going to be a Dirty December, Dirty December. And we were happy. Me like this, I was happy as a marketer, tying the hashtag to the concert and excited that everyone is using the hashtag. It's great for me. I'm doing my reports. I'm like so excited. And it started becoming more popular like in Nigeria. But the beautiful thing was that now when we decided to do the Ghana one, like 2 weeks after, I decided that I'll take off the Life is Easy and then just call the show Dirty Rave. Right. You understand? So that's how Dirty Rave was born.
So as if I get you are merging the two?
It's the same concept. Life is Easy. So we did one in Abuja, we did one in Lagos, we did one in Accra. Okay. But when it was coming to Accra, because of the popularity of people using the hashtag Dirty December.
Try.
My tree is very bad. But I understand.
Right. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, I'll summarize it.
Yeah, it's true. Please do that for me. Thank you.
For a 10K anyways. That's just by the way.
Thank you, what?
Right.
10K coconut. So I when we're now coming to Accra, and then now I just said, let's call it Dirty Rave because of the way people love the word dirty. And because you are the dirty boy. So Dirty Rave, Dirty December. So I'd say it was coined by me. It became popular in Nigeria and even became further, like more popular in Ghana after we came to do Dirty Rave. Right. And then since then, it's become like a growing phenomenon.
But have you seen the bantam on Twitter especially? Yeah. X. So if I'm getting you, it was popular in Nigeria.
Because of the Lagos concert.
So are you surprised with the bantam going
on now?
I'm not surprised. Or it's like we don't understand?
I'm not surprised. But the thing is that Nigerians are a lot. Like I keep saying, they have the numbers. And when they believe something or when they pick something, they try to own it. Because they've heard it among themselves so much that they can't believe or can't accept that some Ghanaian boy came and used the term and then now they are all using it. No. It takes a lot to convince Nigerians that like something originated somewhere, because they want to own it. There are 300 million people. They are louder. They are more confident. They are everywhere in the world. They are using the term even more than us. So every time you hear it, 99% of the times you are hearing Dirty December, you are hearing it from Nigeria. Do you understand? Right. So they trying to own it. And also people keep messaging me, why didn't you trademark it? Why didn't you trademark it? The thing is that because it's another day in the office, because it is one of the terms that I always create for marketing campaigns. I don't trademark everything that I coin. I just do it and then run the campaign and then
you're done.
And then I'm done. So but I checked recently and I saw that Easy has trademarked it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's only right because he's still the one running Dirty Rave and doing all the Dirty Rave shows. So he's trademarked it. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing for all of us. Like, really enjoy it. You see, I tried some small tree there.
But okay, I'll come back to you because this conversation is really huge. Let's go to Kojo Preko via Zoom. You know of him, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, call Zoom. Now, Kojo Preko. Yeah, funny overall view. Yeah. Dirty December, who said, Eric Kosodo. And a concert at also over 2024. Happy New Year, Kojo Preko.
Many happy returns. We have a call.
Happy New Year.
Can you hear me?
You are live on a Max Morning Show.
Many happy returns. Bibi aboko.
Nyame adumi hu ye now say.
Awurade adom kakra yeguso.
Okay. Young straight last year, event ekokoko so Ghanaians ani anje ho. Almost a performances na ye one way. Ye hu anything extraordinary. Do you agree with them?
Yes, I tend to agree with them on a certain score because mostly, most of our events in Inano has always become one way where the artists come, they come and perform, either they mime or they play some live band for them and all that.
Oh,
I think year in, year out, year out, we've been seeing the same thing at the same time. Sometimes I an event go as I said, yes, system kakra, near tanim, senior beya, bibiabe to me, akoye. So I tend to agree with them on that score because it's always the stage matter. It's always we seeing them on stage, we go there, we dance to the same old music, we dance to the same system. There's no variety. And then we come back home and we say, yeah, we've had fun, we've seen whatever is happening and all that. So I tend to agree with them on that score.
now I'm off switch trema. Last year no. Yenya no more abrochi. Diaspora no. Man shada mbaga na bebre. Into a match chilling and shada ampapi. Do you agree with that? And now organizers na no man shada promote or more events here.
Yes, I will agree on the score. Say omo amba bebre. But you see, why do we want to wait for the Aspirants to get into our own country before we say we are having fun? I think it's all boils down to the marketing, like the gentleman was saying. It boils down to the innovations that we will give. Listen, as I say, yankasa na yeti kronim no. As I say, yenike na invite and I say the recall and I say the vibe no ebe call diaspora for no to come. If we don't send the energy, I mean, we are not waiting for them to spend money, save, book a flight, come and do hotels, come here before we think say yes. So yeah, say yanka say yeah, anyway you crew send it that signal to them that hey, let's shoot to Ghana, let's go to Nigeria because the vibe is there. We've seen it on the internet, we've seen the way they are doing it. The package is good. But if we are not packaging ourselves, then we are hoping say the aspirants will come. I mean, we are not going to do it. In anyway, some diasporas came, but they didn't come because of your fun. They came sometimes to come and visit their family. Somebody invited them to come to the country to have a meeting. Somebody invited them to come and have some business to do and all that. They didn't purposely come because they wanted to have fun. In any case, Oko Internet and so how many programs and they sell it out, even through GTA and the other areas are Ebema Sebi Obibi Honomose or Beba to come and see which international artists are you bringing from that said area, no? For the person to be attracted to say, me fan, me musician, me actor, me poet, or Ghana, I need to follow up and come. How many of them came to this country to come and do it? Do you understand? So it is a mixture of too many things. Sometimes I get a little bit say research to look into how many diasporans who come to this country. That's a check it, you might find a little percentage here, purposely for fun. Others might come because they want to have their own things that they want to do. They came for their own things that they want to do. And we should be looking at it very well. But for me, whether they come or they don't come, I think that the prime focus is that we as Ghanaians need to raise the flag high to make sure, say, we attract the outside world to follow us and join us by default.
He said Ghanaians, yeah, that type I did buy yes so but we get bored quickly.
Yes,
December, some year we can say me. I don't know, Sana Uwitia. Yes, so mugidi last year, 2 years ago, 30 December, and Obiari can was saying, but saying, yeah, I can't was saying that we get tired quickly. I did bani so yes, so much happening a jat compared to Nigerians. No, Nigerians is swadima, omu oni. and they make lots of noise. Do you think we have that challenge?
Yes, we have that challenge on certain areas. So for Nigeria, I had a gentleman saying that one, they have the numbers. Two, they go all out to maintain a protocol, their status quo. They really want to hold on to it. They will do it. The numbers are there, so they won't play with it. Two, they prepare enough. They prepare for programs. They prepare for events. Yeah, you know. Say ya be pay say ya be show apart from that, you know, at so most of times too it is about the economic challenges that we have. We feel say you make us spending 300, 500 for a ticket, 600 for a ticket, and then what? When I come back, what do I get? What do I gain? What do I seek to get again? Yeah, no, we are not into that space where people, like unlike Nigeria, they don't care to spend how much they want to spend on the artist and go freely. Yeah, no, you're doing it 2 times, 3 times. Oh, Ghanaian or send Skefi UK. He wants to, bring the currency into your currency to check how much it's going to spend and all that. For Nigerians, they won't do that.
Right.
So what I mentioned, other places they will not even do that and all. It's, you know, I am mixed, but you know, you saw it is true. Ye James is here, and you buy Sani and Ye Mazonto. We left it too early. I see we paid the crank. We left it too early. We came to, we've left too many things too early. We don't have a design plan to be holding on to something that we have grown or probably homegrown. And I think we should learn from our sister countries and be bold enough to say, some of these things we should own it.
Right. Now, obi people say, standard of living na kosho Ghana ninti na because o share so a crowd the koi pound. O share performance na other TV so this is Zamadisco. Ama Fukoi, but I said that feeling ni mo ntina I say wiase na ye den na Ghana ye den ama ye nu bebre ntina ye said that ntwi soloku no me enye de compared to Nigerians for na.
And I make us say economic factor and also eka home. And I feel so most of the shows now here kono. Shows is here no. You want to then check and find out from yourself, say, omo eko, you know, are they the people who really spend? Are they the people who really put in money to do what they want to do? I want to say the attraction of Black Sheriff will be the young guys who don't really pushing your friend say much money into activities that we do. And you know, yes, if it is a way of positioning there, then we need to then examine certain programs that will bring people who will spend. But say no, I'm bad, yeah, I am not a thing. So yes, economic situation no a problem, but notwithstanding, we need to understand say some of the programs that we do, which attraction, which people are we driving the event for? How if expenditure no amount for a year and I say amount for a year. If you want to do a show at the beach or probably at the Accra Mall and you don't take tickets or you don't take money, obviously you'll find the people coming. I saw manifest program or Accra Mall and all that. Very fantastic program and all that. But ticketing is even a problem for even Ghanaians. When you even raise your ticket even up to 500 and then 600, it won't come. Few people will come, and then few people know. Are they the ones you are really looking for your target? And so we need to vary the kind of programs we do. I think it's basically about lack of, innovation in the system. And then if we're able to get it right, why not? We will sail through. And yes, the tickets buy. Yet almost started slashes. So they started giving, instead of 150, they said 100. Some were 200. They said they want to do 150 right now and all that. So it is more of, we doing a branding and then getting the support needed from GTA, probably other sectors within the space, within the agencies, so that we can drive this particular thing. Because remember, December is one of the times you say come more when it comes to events in this country. And remember again that Ghana is driving to a certain niche where we want to see Ghana as one event center, event place. And that is where we are driving the focus to, apart from monumentals and other things. We are driving events very well. So if it is good for us and it is raking money, we need to sit and plan well and make it work.
Mr. Meister was studio Hana. My question is about ama mumienu. Do you think you say artist management not so what problem now? Because we share last year Stoneboy before not our stadium and honky count, but last year no La Palm. Is it that's not a certain kind of people so they can pay more to attend to the event and do you think strategically there now? Because now some Ghanaians were even laughing at him that because he did, I think 2 years ago or something, he did at the stadium, he can't raise that numbers again. Reason he went to La Palm. But another school of thought is to Chima, because of a certain kind of people, because you get the people to come, but are they really putting in the money?
So I don't know the strategy of Stoneboy's team. I mean, I don't work directly with them, but from where I sit, I would think the only reason he would do La Palm is because maybe he wants the show to be a bit more intimate. And I don't know I don't even know the tickets. How much did he charge for the show?
I'm not too sure. I'll get that.
Yeah.
But
so I think probably he just wants it to be a bit more intimate so that he can produce a more more intimate show for people. That's the only thing, a reason I think that he'll do that. Either that or probably he wants a more uppity class market.
Class of people.
Yeah,
right.
But I think Stoneboy too is, vanguard for the masses. His fans are like everybody else, everybody on the streets.
Right.
So it won't be ideal for him to alienate them like that. Yeah.
Right. Pasha, also, what's your thoughts on that? Stoneboy not doing his beam concert at our stadium.
I share the same view because again, we would then need to know from Stoneboy's management team why they chose La Palma instead of their normal place. I think one of the things that on top of mind, I would want to say is because of security. Because Stoneboy's event has been back to back with security issues back and forth. So for them to do it at a confined area, meaning they really want to control the crowd, not necessarily that he can pull the crowd. Stoneboy in any day, anywhere, anytime will pull the crowd at any day. But I think that maybe they really wanted to control the crowd that comes because the shows are previously had come with too many issues with security, gunshots, and all those things where it masks the whole event. It's a baby as you can shoot in one some, near can nipa yebiomo, near can nipa tifri so. But we don't talk about the show. We don't really analyze the show. But this time around, he got it right for me, even though the place was too small for his kind of crowd. But he got it right. And now the attention is on the event that he did in terms of his costume, his presentation, the stage performance, the lighting, everything was just on point. And he really did it for his people. So for me, I think they were not necessarily looking at the large crowd. Maybe this time around, security reasons, they were looking at it from that time. Now you're talking about stadiums and all those things. Listen, this is the failure of government or probably within the space that we have. We lack event centers. So people were saying, says Stoneboy, maybe Okoye no Honusa. But where are the event centers? We don't have it. We lack them. We have been giving promises over and over and over for us to have these things done, but we don't have it even across the regions. Even if you come to Kumasi, I'm just leaving Kumasi on my way to Accra now. And events that were happening here, you won't even get the crowd to come because yeah, hotel. Any event centers, there's no theater, there's nothing. Go to Northern Region, BA. Where are the event centers to even promote some of these events? So you find the local guys and even the foreign guys who wants to really go and make BA and Northern sector happy and all that. They don't even get it because stadium the stadium grass and stadium was not built for events. So those are the challenges we're going to have if we don't, like I keep saying, sit plan, execute well, and know that this thing brings a lot of attention. It sells Ghana, it brings that money, that revenue that we need for both the artists and the country. It brings the tourism, it drives that visibility there. Yeah,
what's your general overview on Detty December? Yeah, Kawasema. You know, Ghana for ATG name say, hey, ya no be JF and Semo because Nipa Kra or coiny Detty December no. Or you Ghana need to know why, what is happening.
Very interesting. Yet, Hannah, yeah, Zonto. And Nigeria for the Alonso said, then Ebemu, and then they took over. Yet, her life is something to us. We value it, but we ended up giving the high life to Afrobeat, and now they are aligning Afrobeat to Fela and all that. We hold it and then we leave it. I think that we will continue to do that if we are not seriously aligned with ourselves. I think that that is the happiness Ghanaians site, because you say Ghanaian movies Nigerian folk today they are the best. So it didn't start now. It started long ago. And I think that it's high time we sit and own our own space for people to understand that this thing was giving birth in this country. It is still staying here and all that. Nigeria for Abaha, Ababetonyum, even in Chi, we are excited to listen to those kind of music and live in our own. To the Afrobeat, they have raised it high. They're making the money, they're making the revenue. What are we doing? I think that is a lesson to us. 30 December is now big in Nigeria. Let it be. We should continue to also raise it high and make sure that we own our space. And when we innovate, we keep it and then we grow it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kojo Perk. That's it. You say why you busy, but you're too suffer. What you so fefe. Official pass to be. Okay, your name is Mr. Kojo Perk and the HHA and Komo Efa Ghana. Efa there, Yesuba ni Ejai, and of course, events your course so 2024. Ghana for any events. Which am I de Oka original stage so what to know as our artists are getting lazy. Do you agree with that, Mr. Meister? That's what they are saying on social media, because they claim if you go to a Nigerian program, you see something new. But it's the same old thing. Nothing new.
I think some are trying. Some are changing venues. Some are changing the way they show up on stage. Some are changing the set design. But I think it should go beyond that. You know, we have a lot of culture and we have a lot of tradition here. And a lot of people, he mentioned something about the Aspirants. Let's not forget Year of Return and Beyond the Return and how they found a way to tie it to Detty December, and it brought a lot of people in. We had Afro Nation come here. We had Afro Future do the thing at Elwak. And those things brought a lot of diasporans, people who are not Ghanaians, people who are from other parts of Africa.
So that's Detty Wave you're showing.
Or purely Black Americans, Right. So for example, now the concept of Detty Wave has switched up. It's no more a concert, it is a rave. As it was supposed to be. It's a rave that has DJs and people just partying. So it is not led by concerts. And I think this is a very brilliant concept that has been done. If a lot more people could switch up the experiences, why are we even doing everything in Accra? We have, I don't know how many regions we have now, but we have more than 10 regions now. We have the places that tie very much to our history, which is the slave castles, the forts. What about doing a party in the fort?
But do you think Ghanaians are willing to travel all the way there?
If it is worth it, I'm sure they'll do it. If you can make it worth it, you can make the logistics easy. You can make people go there in buses or bring them back comfortably. If it is worth it, they will do it. You understand what I'm saying? So I just think, and also everybody just focus on party, concert. What about the other things? You go to other countries, they are doing Christmas villages. And then when you go, it's just lots of food, drink, and different activities that get people excited. What happened to theater? What happened to plays? What happened to all the other things that entertain us before even nightclubs were built? So because once we are all focused on concert, we would always be served the same thing every year, and we should not be complaining.
People are concerned on eggs because obituary now the dirty December ne buy. Now whether you like it or yes, now they buy. So you for find some strategy because it's like me ya no munjin fi same. Or them give you something where you're not telling us because like you're comfortable. Because I would let it go like it's for us.
But like I said, it's just another day at the office. It's just one of me suggesting a marketing term. It catches fire. Everybody's using it. I think now it's out of my hands. If Freeman same, but I think in Ghana we should collect it. We should claim it.
We have to.
What we have to do.
Give us a hashtag for that. Hashtag we go collect them.
But yeah, we should do things that are. So for example, if someone you start using the hashtag Detty December in Canada or in Caribbean or whatever, what shows it is African? If we create an experience that is tied to our culture, our traditions, or we do things that are purely Ghanaian, that you can only experience Detty December if you come and do an event that has got to do with maybe kente weaving or something, just an example, or
something authentic,
Adwa or something, then it is, or like I said,
Ghanaian.
Taking people to, let's say, Cape Coast Castle and doing a big end of year party at the castle.
With that, we can own it.
We can own it because then now it is an experience that you can never replicate in any way. I don't want to even start teaching brand, but the best brands are brands that can be replicated. So if you can't set up a Cape Coast Castle in Canada or in Australia, you can't steal Detty December because the experience is probably tied to the castle. It's an example. You get what I mean?
Right.
So we should find ways in which to bring it back to our culture and not just every day we do club, we are putting bottles up, we are at concerts. That way, that's why Nigerians can get up and say it's Detty December because they are also creating their own version of it.
You know, at a point, they even took the Odoyewu from us.
Oh, yeah. They use it a lot.
Yeah.